Hey, gang. Welcome back to Loan Officer Freedom, number one podcast for loan officers in North America. I'm your host, Carl White, and today we're diving into the second episode of our three-part series to kick off 2025. Can't believe it's 2025. So last time we talked about overcoming fear and taking action and kind of like how to feel the fear and do it anyway. And if you missed that episode, I'd encourage you to go check it out because it kind of lays a foundation of what we're covering here today. So in this episode, we're tackling a very big topic, and it's why you deserve success and how to claim it, right? How to claim what you deserve. So here's the truth. Too many loan officers hold themselves back because they just like they don't feel like they're good enough, like they're not enough, they're not experienced enough, or they're not deserving of success. And that mindset is like a glass ceiling that keeps you stuck, right? And today we're going to grab a sledgehammer and we're going to break through that ceiling. So by the end of this episode, my intention is for you to feel confident, empowered, and ready to take on what's yours here in 2025. So let's start with a very simple but powerful and very necessary idea for success, and that is you deserve success. Now, I want you to really breathe that in. In fact, I want you to say out loud here, I deserve success, right? Let's say it together here. You ready? I deserve success. Now, did you say that out loud? If not, one more time. I deserve success. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, Carl, I'm not too sure about that, right? Maybe you've told yourself, I don't have as much experience as some other loan officers, or I'm not that good in sales. I don't have the right connections. And let me stop you right there. Those are just stories that you're telling yourself that are not facts. In fact, they're not stories, they're fairy tales, right? I call it little guy or little gal on your shoulder, barking absolute crap into your ear, right? We all have that at some level. And here's what I want you to remember. Success is not reserved for some select chosen few, right? It's not something that you have to wait for somebody else to hand to you. It's something that you claim by showing up, doing what it takes, and doing the work, right? Following directions. I mean, think about the work that you do as a loan officer. You're helping families achieve dreams of home ownership. You're not just closing loans. I think sometimes we get stuck in the closing loans part. You're not just closing loans. Like we're changing lives. And think about you know, think about helping somebody get into their home. That's a big deal. Think about how you think of your home or when you bought your first home or your second or your third or your first investment home or your first vacation home, right? It was a big deal for you and your family. I know it was for me and mine, right? It's a real big deal. And so we're not just closing loans, we're literally changing lives. And if that's not deserving of success, I don't know what is. Another thing to look at is when you're working with referral partners, typically real estate agents. Remember, 67% of all loans close with the loan officer that the real estate agent recommends. When we're working with these real estate agents, remember, we talked about this in a previous episode, that the average real estate agent only closes 1 out of 20 of their leads, like 5%, right? That's average. So by using our patented and trademarked follow-up refer back program, which we'll give to you, right? We'll give it to you. By using that, we often see a doubling of the closing these real estate agents get. So think of a real estate agent that, maybe closed 15 buy sides last year. And now with your help, now they're not closing 15, they're closing 30, right? That's a major difference to their life, right? That takes the pressure off of them, maybe so that they can take that vacation they've been wanting to do, that they can have their kids go to college without having to do student loans, right? That they can achieve, the things that they're wanting to achieve. That wouldn't happen if you're not helping them with the follow-up refer back program. is changing lives again. So this is like a really big deal. So let's make a pact right now. No more talking yourself out of what you deserve, right? Let's just let's just make it like that's not even allowed. That's not even on the table. Now, you go, wait a minute, Carl, I lack the confidence, right? I lack the confidence to take action. So let's talk about that for just a minute here. Here's a little secret. Confidence isn't something that you're born with. It's something that you build, right? And the way you build confidence is through action, right? This was a breakthrough for me. You don't wait for confidence, then take action. You take action first, then confidence happens, right? Like I remember, so I'm a private pilot, right? Flying airplanes. And I wasn't confident the first time I went up. Heck, I had no reason to be, right? It wasn't until I went up and learned how to fly that I built up confidence to fly, right? I don't get confidence before I make my phone calls. I don't do confidence before I make that meeting. I don't have confidence before I teach that class. The confidence comes after we do something. Here's how it works. Number one, step one, you take action, right? Maybe reaching out to a new real estate agent, a high producing real estate agent, setting up a coffee meeting. Step two, you see the results. Maybe the conversation goes well, you land a referral. And then three, you build confidence, right? So see, the confidence didn't come before the meeting. The confidence comes after the meeting. And each small win reinforces the belief that you're capable. And once you see that you're capable, that's when the confidence happens. So the confidence doesn't happen before you do something. Confidence happens after you take action. That's called the confidence loop. It's incredibly powerful. And what you'll find is the more you take action, the more confident you become. And the more confident you are, well, the easier it is to take the action, right? So a lot of people think, well, as soon as I have the confidence, then it'll be easy to take action. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. It's the more you take action, the more confident you become. And the more confident you are, the easier it is to take action. That's how it works. And here's the thing. If you caught that now, the loop doesn't start with confidence. The loop starts with action. You don't wait to feel confident. I just want to say this, like I want to grab you by the shoulders and kind of shake you here. You don't want to wait to feel confident, right? You act first and confidence follows. Hey there. Hey, if you're loving the tips so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and then tap the little bell so that you never miss out on more free, cool tips coming your way. Also, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment beneath there. Let me know what you think or tell me what you'd like to hear next. Let me share with you a quick story. This just came to mind of Kendra. So Kendra's a loan officer who learned how to claim her success by building confidence through taking action. So Kendra had been in the industry just a couple of years, I think 2, 3 years, something like that. I always felt like she told me, she said, Carl, I always feel like I'm playing small. And she'd look at other loan officers who seemed more experienced or better connected and think, I'll never be like them. That's what she told me, right? Well, one day, Kendra decided to make a difference. So her and I were talking, and I said, hey, I want you to write down 3 things that you're proud of in your business. Like what's 3 things that you're good at or that make you unique? What's 3 reasons somebody would want to work with you? Now, for Kendra, her 3, number 1 was she said, hey, Carl, I'm great at keeping deep relationship with clients, right? I'm great at connecting with people, right? That's good. Number 2, her attention to detail. Well, gosh, that's a really good thing in the mortgage world, right? And then number 3 was her ability to find creative solutions for tricky deals, right? God knows that comes in handy from time to time. Now, doing that simple exercise, and your 3 might be different, but doing that simple exercise shifted her mindset. And instead of focusing on what she wasn't, she started focusing on what she was. Right? We can all sit here and make a list of, man, I suck at this and that and this and that. God knows I've got my more than my share of those things that I'm not good at. But I've learned not to focus on those things. Like I can't sing, right? It's just, God knows I'd love to. I love music. It's a huge part of my life. And do I sing? Absolutely. Do I sound good? No, I sound horrible, right? I don't focus on improving that. That's just not my thing. I'm going to focus on the things that I'm already have a knack for, the things that I'm already good at. And so I don't focus on the things that I'm not. I could go around going, man, I'm just a horrible singer, or I'm a horrible this, or I'm a horrible that. Or maybe it's something to do with the mortgage business. I'm horrible at, answering thing I'm not good at. No, no, no. I can farm that part out. I'm going to focus on the part that I am good at and then leverage other people to fill in my gaps, right? And I'll fill in their gaps, right? Now, when Kendra did this, when she started focusing on what she was instead of what she wasn't, with this newfound confidence, Kendra decided to take action. And she reached out to a handful of top producing real estate agents that she'd been too intimidated to approach before. So with them, she shared her three things, right? She shared her unique strengths and how she could support that agent's business, and focusing in on the follow up refer back program, which has been a huge success, uh, um, for people that's in our group. Well, when Kendra did this, to her surprise, one of the agents responded very positively. And again, she only contacted just like two or three, and one of them said, "I'd love to meet with you." Well, within a few weeks, Kendra reported back to me that they were working together. And now, if you fast forward here, I think it's been 2 months, just with that one new relationship here in the last 2 months, she has three new closings. Now, that might not seem like a big deal to some of you, but Kendra, it was a big deal, or is a big deal, right? I think Kendra shared with me, I think she said she makes like about 4,000 per closing. But we typically use the average of 3,000. So let's say she makes $3,000 per closing. She made an extra 9 grand in her first 2 months of doing this. Well, that's huge, right? When that momentum is carried on, it just gets bigger and bigger. Here's the best part: Kendra now approaches every opportunity with the mindset that she's deserving of success. And it shows in her results. So she's getting much more new relationships and getting a lot more referrals. So can you see how you can start feeling deserving or worthy, and claiming your success, right? So here's three steps that I want you to do. So how you can start feeling your own, like, worthiness and ready to claim success is follow these three steps. Number one, identify your strengths. So write down three things that make you a great loan officer, and they might be skills or traits or unique experiences. Um, Maybe it's following up on agents' leads for them, right? So that can be a huge strength, right? So, but put your strengths down. Write down three, four strengths that, just like Kendra did, and keep that list where you can see it and remind yourself of it often. Number two, reframe. This is a big one. Reframe your inner dialogue. Pay attention to the stories that you're telling yourself. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," like, replace that with, "I have what it takes to succeed," right? My dear friend Irene Duford talks about this all the time. It's reprogramming the thoughts that's in our mind. So anytime we find ourselves saying, "Hey, I'm not good enough," replace that with, "I have what it takes to succeed," because it's my belief you do have what it takes to succeed. I really believe that. And then number three, take action, even if it's small. Take action. Remember the confidence loop. Action comes first, then confidence follows. And so what I want you to do is, I want you to pick one thing that you've been holding back on and take a step forward to it today. Right? Do that thing. And this week I challenge you to take one bold action that aligns with your strengths. Maybe it's reaching out to a new agent, asking for referrals, sharing your unique value, with your network of real estate agents or wherever you get your business from. And when you're ready for help with that, or when you're ready to learn the follow-up refer back program, which is the single biggest value add I personally have ever seen, and it works like gangbusters, right? It's a big part of my team, where we close hundreds and hundreds of loans each month. The follow-up refer back program is a huge part of that, and we'll share that with you, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to getmoreloans.com, and pick a time. There's a couple questions there to help us prepare for the call, and pick a time that works for you, and we'll kind of strategize with you, and we'll walk you through all the resources that we have available, and we'll walk you through the follow-up refer back program so you'll have it ready to go. And during the walkthrough, we can help you identify identify and leverage your strengths, how to build confidence through action. Again, the follow up, refer back, and the biggest thing is claim the success that you deserve in 2025. And I believe we can help you do that. So getmoreloans.com, getmoreloans.com. So thanks for tuning in. This is the second episode in the 3-part series on overcoming fear and taking action. And next time, we're going to dive into the power of accountability groups, and how surrounding yourself with the right people can make all the difference in the world. So remember, you deserve success. Now go out there and claim it. Take action. Then the confidence comes. And part of that action is talk with us at getmoreloans.com. Getmoreloans.com. It's 2025. Use the energy of the new year to propel you forward, and would love to help you with that. So getmoreloans.com. Until next time, keep moving forward. Make it a great day, and I'll talk to you when you call in.